we go. Games 5 through 7. All tied at 2 in most of these series. Huron on top of the Paddlers 3-1. Everywhere else, it's anybody's guess how things are going to end. It's anybody's guess how things are going to end in all these series, but I should be more optimistic. But anyways, Game 5's ahead of us. Rematch of Game 1 starters across the board, it looks like. Maybe a new start here, Eddie Smith. This guy has never pitched in the major leagues. How is he even pitching this game? Fascinating. Well, good luck to Eddie Smith. All right, here we go. One sec. Okay. Toronto gets the scoring started 1-0 over Las Vegas. Travis Eaton solo home run. Gary Huber solo home run. Gets the Seals on top in the first, 1-0. Toronto adds another on a Huang single. Rosales comes across, so that's 2-0 now. Pivotal Game 5s here for a lot of teams. If we think about it, we're going back to Nashville, back to Las Vegas, back to Somerville. So Denver, Toronto, and San Diego really want to get these home wins. David Ramirez, home run, 2-0 in the second. Jason Bassett, 2-run double for the High Rollers in the third inning. We're tied at 2 in that game. David Ramirez, second home run of the game, makes it a 3-0 lead for the Seals in the fourth. And Sobieski, 5 innings, no hits for Denver so far. Sorry, my scroll mouse is broken for anybody having a seizure. Brian Hall hits a solo home run, 2-0 Denver. Make it 3-0 on a Chris Stewart single, driving in Doherty in the fifth. Moving into the second half of most of these games, Ryan Roach getting ejected for Somerville, arguing balls and strikes. I wish there was a way, I guess I need to look into it, to turn off ejections in the postseason. At least for balls and strikes. I mean, give him a leash here. Jeez. Melvin Graham doubles in Linder, so the money line are on the board, 3-1. And Mitch Brandt adds on for the Seals, 5-0 now with a 2-run home run in the fifth. Paddlers strike first. Digio Marinelli doubles in Bobby Ola. And then Paul Reeves singles in 2 more, followed by Pete Barrett doubling in 2 more. Barrett leaving a game with an injury, but that's a 5-0 lead for the Paddlers in the 6th as they face elimination. Jose Rosales breaking the tie against Las Vegas in the 5th. Solo home run, 3-2 Griffins. And the Seals pad that lead again, 7-0 now on a 2-run homer by Noftal. Denver clinging to a 3-1 lead, tying run at the plate for Somerville in the top of the 8th, but 2 down. Fortuno versus Neris. Neris strikes out swinging, so 2-run lead will remain intact for Denver as we go to the bottom half of the 8th. Torricelli, solo home run, pads the lead for Toronto. It's now 4-2 in the 6th, and Esparza, big 2-run homer for the Paddlers, makes it 7-0 in the 7th. Gutierrez double, and Denver has second and third with nobody out, trying to get some insurance in the 8th inning. Hall walks. Denver gets another 4-1. The money line almost got out of that jam unscathed. Seals get another. That game's almost over. We've got the tying run at the plate with 1 down in Gonzalez. He's going to strike out swinging. A single by Arturo. So it's bases loaded for Brian Gore. Tying run at first. He's going to single. Graham scores. It's now 4-2. Linder at the plate. Kempner is going to come in to try to shut this thing down for Denver. Doug Linder walks. It's 4-3. 4-4. Juan Gonzalez singles. It's tied in the 9th. The money line score 3 runs and come back to make this a 4-4 game. Really more of a pitching implosion. Some walks, some singles. Or maybe the hitters worked some really tough at bats. There's always 2 sides to the coin in baseball. 3 runs come across for the Herons in the 8th inning. Just tunnel visualing the Denver game, but it's now 7-3 there in the 9th. So they are within striking distance. And it's a final in San Diego. The Seals win 8-0. They're going to have a 3-2 series lead as we go to Nashville. Toronto with the 2-run lead still in the bottom of the 8th now. And they've got 2 on, trying to get some insurance here against the High Rollers. The money line take the lead in the 10th inning. John Lopez doubles in Acuna, and it's 5-4. So we've seen this before where actually, no, this is a different scenario. The money line have come all the way back in this scenario. I was going to say we've seen it where Denver's come back and the money line have put them away, but first and second now for the Dynamite. 1 down, Koljevec at the plate. So final in Huron, 7-3. The Paddlers stay alive. They still trail 3-2, but they're back in Oahu. Bases loaded, 2 down. Tying run at third for Denver. Doherty at the plate. We've got a pitching change. Taylor's coming in for the money line. Jaden Taylor, 27 years old. Toronto hangs on to win, and Denver ties it. Doherty singles, Blanc scores, it ends the inning, so someone maybe was thrown out at home there trying to win it. But it's tied 5-5 as we go to the 11th, and we've got a lead-off double by Arturo Garcia. But anyways, the Griffins do win over Las Vegas, so they take the 3-2 series lead as we transition back to Las Vegas. 2 on, nobody out. Brian Gore walks. Linder strikes out looking. Big strikeout there for the Dynamite. We've got Myers on the mound. Juan Gonzalez lines out. Neris walks, so it's going to be bases loaded for Graham. 2 for 5 on the day. Wild pitch scores Garcia, and it's 6-5 Somerville back on top in the 11th. Chris Stewart grounds out to start things off. Reyes hits a solo home run. 6-6, and we are tied again. Holy smokes. On to the 12th. 0 for 5, Crater leading things off. And Crater's solo home run puts the money line back on top 7-6. They've now scored in the 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th inning. Tony Acuna strikes out swinging. That's going to be 1 down. 2 down now. Lopez strikes out looking, and Garcia flies out. So, bottom of the 12th we go. Blanc leading things off for the Dynamite. Down by 1. Taylor's still out there. Blanc grounds out. Corredora at the plate. Corredora lines out, and it's Koljevec. And Koljevec's retired. So the money line come back in a crazy game in dramatic fashion to win in Denver, and they're going to have the 3-2 series lead going back home, hoping to advance to that conference championship series. All right, Game 6. Everybody's still alive. We haven't had a single sweep in this playoffs yet, which is pretty nice to see the parity. Toronto's got to win 1 on the road. Denver's got to win 2 on the road. Herons have to win 1 on the road. Seals have to win 1 on the road. Ryan Crater solo home run. 1-0 Somerville. Ken Taylor strikes first for the Herons, driving in Lopez with a single. Brian Gore walks with the bases loaded, and that's going to drive in Acuna. 2-0 Somerville in the first. The Paddlers get a run in the second. Pete Barrett singles in Tony. 1-1. 'Melvin Graham doubles in Roach. 3-0 now Somerville, and the Herons extend the lead, or regain the lead. It's now 3-1 as a 2-run single by Lopez. Las Vegas strikes first. Miguel Gayton doubles in Lane. .0-0 in Nashville right now. Just 2 hits amongst the teams. No-hit innings from San Diego's Billy Larson. 6 strikeouts, 3 walks. Corredora solo home run. Denver's on the board. It's now 3-1. Gayton singles in Frere, and it is 2-0 Las Vegas. And Nashville strikes first. Michael Isles, solo home run. One-run game, top of the 8th in Nashville. San Diego's got the tying run on first, 2 down. Pinch hitter Favela in the game. He's not going to get it done. It's 1-0 as we go to the bottom half of the inning. 3 outs remaining for San Diego. We're going to have a game 7 in Nashville. Meanwhile, the Herons taking care of business. The Paddlers just 1 run as we go to the 8th inning there. 4-1. Las Vegas 3-0 lead, and the bases loaded, nobody out. Make it 4-0. Tim Taylor singles in lane. Looking to break this game wide open and force a game 7. And they do, and they're not done. Meanwhile, Somerville gets a run on a Melvin Graham solo home run. 5-2 in that game. Denver's season on the line, down by 3 as we roll into the 7th inning. 9th inning, and San Diego ties the game and then takes the lead. Mitch Brandt doubles in Cook, and then Nick Melzer doubles in Heisey and Brandt. It's 3-1, and second and third, nobody out in that game. They get 2 more. David Ramirez doubles in 2. It's 5-1. And the bats were silent all game long, and all of a sudden San Diego erupts for 5 runs in the 9th inning, and maybe, just maybe, ending Nashville's season here. Toronto on the board in the 8th. They've got bases loaded, nobody out over there. Down 6-1. It's unfortunate they just gave up a bunch of runs in the bottom of the 7th to Las Vegas. Let's see if they can have a response here. Nashville and Oahu down to their final few outs. And that'll do it. First round exit for Nashville. I know you're a new GM, Theo, but that is a trend of the Fire Conference. The number 1 seed, for some reason, always seems to have trouble. And it's the 79-83 San Diego Seals moving on to the Conference Championship Series. Meanwhile, they're going to face the Huron Herons, eliminating the Oahu Paddlers. So congratulations to Alex and Daniel. That'll be our matchup. Meanwhile, I'm completely missing the fireworks down here in Somerville. Denver's Chris Stewart hits a 3-run homer, and we're tied at 5 in the 8th inning. Three outs left for Toronto, down by 5. We're going to have a Game 7, it looks like, in Las Vegas. Never easy to put down the champs. They're going to have one more shot at it here. That'll do it. Las Vegas 6, Toronto 1. Game 7 incoming. On to the 9th we go in Somerville, tied at 5. These two teams have mirrored each other all series long. One, two, three, go the Dynamite in the top half. Bertuno into pitch for Denver, and a leadoff single or walk. I didn't see it, and then it's steal, and then a ground out, and now an intentional walk. All happened very quick. First and third, 1 out. Lopez strikes out swinging, though. Linder 2 for 4. And he ends it. Singles in Acuna. And that will do it. The money line win the game and advance to the Conference Championship Series. They'll face the winner of the Las Vegas-Toronto game. Quite a series back and forth. Felt like it might go 7, but Somerville takes care of business here in 6. Game 7 starters, Matt McKnight, the 25-year-old in his first full season, going against Tim Barker, the 26-year-old, who's been around. This is his 4th season. Two World Series championships, of course. All right, here we go. Sacrifice fly by Matthew Taylor gets the scoring started in the 2nd inning. 2 on, 1 out in the 7th for Las Vegas, threatening to get some insurance here. Josh Michael in for the Griffins, pitching change. Michael gets Matthew Taylor to fly out, 2 down, and Rosario strikes out looking. On to the 8th we go. Las Vegas 1, Toronto nothing. Leadoff single, Leonardo Torricelli. Smith strikes out swinging, and Tim Barker is out of this game. It's going to be Chris Verga, the closer. Wild pitch, moves the runner up to second. Martinez flies out. It's going to bring up Carrillo. Reaches on an error. It's 1st and 3rd now for Eaton. Let's see if that costs them. It does. Travis Eaton reaches on an error and a 3-run home run. Antonio Reyna. I can't believe it. Back-to-back errors by the Las Vegas High Rollers in the top of the 8th inning, and then the 3-run jack by Reyna. And they are on the ropes with 6 outs remaining. Definitely not going to count them out yet. Baranu leading things off, and he singles. It's going to bring up a pinch hitter in Pienta. Evan Pienta singles the tying run at the plate in Tim Taylor, the shortstop. He walks, it's bases loaded, nobody out for Jason Bassett, who is a monster. He strikes out looking, huge strikeout for Michael Gayton at the plate. He strikes out swinging. Are they going to get out of this? It's Bixby. They're not! Bixby doubles in 3. It's tied at 4. It looks like he was thrown out on the base paths, but it's a 4-4 game as we go to the 9th inning. Chris Verga, the closer, leaves the game with an injury. So Arturo Garcia, called upon for Las Vegas, had a really nice season. And he finishes the job in the 9th. On to the bottom half we go. It's 4-4. Danny Garcia pops up. Brings up Matthew Taylor, the DH. He's going to be hit by a pitch. It's going to bring up Rosario, the second baseman. Fielder's choice. Now Barano, the catcher. And he grounds out. So on to the 10th we go. Tied at 4 in Game 7 of the Divisional Championship Series in Las Vegas. One, two, three, go the Griffins in the 10th. Ruffner at bat for Las Vegas. Maybe a defensive replacement. Doesn't look like he has an at bat this game. He walks. Tim Taylor. Strikes out swinging. It's John Knapp, the closer in there. Has been there for a while. Bassett lines out. Gayton grounds out. So, on to the 11th we go. Travis Eaton singles to lead things off for the Griffins in the 11th. Reyna, the hero of the 8th inning, strikes out swinging here for the first out. Rosales at the plate. Strikes out as well. It's going to bring up Huang. second base star, and he grounds out. Bottom of the 11th we go. We've got Adam Bixby, the hero of the bottom of the 8th inning, leading things off. He grounds out. Garcia grounds out. And Taylor strikes out. Arturo Garcia, he's out now. Matt Davis in the game. Just this casual 80-80 relief pitcher, left-handed. It's been on the bench here in the 12th inning now. Mike Abbey walks. Torricelli singles, so Toronto's got something going here. A sacrifice puts him on second and third with one down for Martinez. And Martinez singles in two. The Griffins take the lead 6-4 in the 12th inning. And we're going to slow this down just a little bit more for extra torture. John Goodwin doubles now. Maybe we're not going to slow it down because it is 9-4. Travis Eaton, 3-run home run. And that might put away any doubt that the Toronto Griffins are going to the Conference Championship Series. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. If Las Vegas comes back on this one, then I retire. 5 runs for the Griffins here in the 12th inning. Travis Eaton, 3-run home run in what might be called the nail in the coffin after Tony Martinez delivers the heroics with a 2-run single. They're not done yet. Reyna walks. Chris Calvert in the game now. So ratings don't mean much. They don't mean everything. Chris Calvert leaves the game with an injury, but he gets the job done. John Knapp out. It's going to be Luis Castro to try to finish this thing off. 63 strikeouts, 49 walks. He gets Rosario to pop out. It's Frere. 2 outs remaining for the High Rollers. Strikes out swinging. Ruffner is retired. That will do it. The Toronto Griffins knock off the Las Vegas High Rollers 9-4 in Game 7 in extra innings. It was a great run for Zach in the Las Vegas High Rollers. 2018 champions, 2019 champions, and he's probably not done yet. He's got a good squad. We'll see him back. But this year, it's about Thane and the Toronto Griffins going on to the next round, and we will look at matchups here real quick. The Griffins are going to travel to Somerville to play the money line. Of course, Somerville, that's a huge ending to the season now. Somerville get that win 5 or that win 4, and Toronto had the L5 to switch, or else, Toronto would be hosting the series. Division rivals there, and then we've got San Diego, the surprise team of the 2020 playoffs, going on to face the Huron Herons. And Daniel, first year at the helm of the Herons and trying to get them back to a championship and get another ring for that fan base. So, good games, good division series for sure. Let's take a look at MVPs. If I remember how. Yeah, there we go. So we've got Torricelli winning the MVP for Toronto. I think that's back-to-back MVPs? No. Carrillo won the first one. So Torricelli wins the MVP for Toronto. We've got Ryan Crater for the money line getting the MVP. Craig Nofdahl for the Seals. And Gregorio Prieto for the Herons. Second time Prieto's won an MVP here in this playoff, so he has won in both rounds. And then Nofdahl, probably first award ever, I'd gotta say. Yeah, first award for this guy. He's a rookie. First award for Crater. And Torricelli. All right, drop in the file. We will continue tonight at the regular time. Congratulations to our 4 teams moving on.